Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
March 20, 2020, the Where Are You Working edition. First up, we begin with banks behaving badly yet again, as the Wall Street Journal reports SwedBank fined $397 million over AML laundering measures. The Swedish Financial Supervisory Authority on Thursday handed SwedBank a fine after investigation concluded the lender's Baltic operations had serious deficiencies in its money laundering operations. The authority had been investigating SwedBank for its activities in Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania since February 2019, after a Swedish broadcaster reported suspicious transactions had passed through the Estonian branch. That all came to fruition with SwedBank's fine and penalty as of today. Next up, also from the Wall Street Journal, working remotely requires cultural change, executives say. The coronavirus pandemic has shined the light on remote work and collaboration technologies as the business world worldwide encourages staffs to work from home in an effort to reduce risk. But now laptops have been procured and Zoom video collaboration software downloaded. What's next? Experts say the move to remote work requires not only new tech, but a set of processes that leverage today's tools to deliver some of the same level of collaboration that homebound workers previously experienced at the office. A lot of companies are going to struggle to embed this type of culture in a quick manner that would help them overcome some of the realities around coronavirus. So it's going to be very interesting to see how chief information officers are going to have to build and nurture new remote work cultures that can outlast the emergency move for the coronavirus. Next up, 2 employment-related articles from the Washington Post. The first one is Dominoes, which is obviously delivering pizzas in a pandemic. They're hiring 10,000 workers nationwide to meet the delivery demand during the coronavirus outbreak. As the White House has asked consumers to stop dining out, the ordering a pizza business has thrived. Domino's ranks among the world's top public restaurant brands anyway, and now the digital orders are probably going to grow in double digits in 2020 across all service modes, including delivery on premises and takeout. So Domino's is well positioned, obviously, to take advantage of that. And if you don't know Domino's delivers, you've probably been living on Mars all of your life, not just for a short time. Contrasting that is a story also from the Washington Post that Uber rides are down 70% in some markets amid coronavirus pandemic. Uber executives rushed to assure investors that it could weather the coronavirus storm, even as they discussed a worst-case projection of ridership dropping as much as 80%. Passenger trips have already declined 60 to 70% in cities with worse spread of coronavirus, including Seattle. I would add that the last Uber ride I took was on last Friday in New York City, riding to Newark Airport, and the Uber driver told me he was basically scared to death because at that point, now this was a week ago, there were 19 Uber drivers in the New York City region who had tested positive for coronavirus. So this really works both ways. He assiduously cleaned his car and was wearing gloves. He did not have a mask on, but Uber drivers are probably as much at risk as anyone because of their constant contact with the public. So Uber's going to take it on the chin, at least for the foreseeable future. On the Compliance Podcast Network, we're going to be rolling out several new podcasts for your entertainment and hopefully your edification during this coronavirus pandemic outbreak in the United States. I hope you will take the opportunity to listen in and enjoy these. And please be safe out there. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of the Daily Compliance News, which is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks again.